I hate you.
Why is that?
Because you're a female. You're a filthy female. We don't like females. We like men in here.
Misogyny in the gaming world is alive and kicking.
It's scary to be a woman in game.
Last year, over 2/3 of women gamers reported being harassed while they played.
It can start off from kind of general verbal abuse, sexist comments, but it can often quickly escalate into something a lot more threatening.
A third wouldn't even turn on their microphones in case the other players realised that they were women.
That instant reaction is, go back to the kitchen, shut up woman, you don't belong here.
Black women in this space are subject to more abuse than anyone else. It's very tiring.
I logged onto a video game chat room recently to see what it was like. I stayed silent, but my profile picture shows that I'm a woman. This is what happened within seconds.
Who is this dirty
You're I hate you.
Why is that?
Because you're a female. You're a filthy female. We don't like females. We like men in here. You're a slag, you know that, right?
Why am I a slag?
Because you're a female. All females are slags, and you're expired.
Oh my god, that's an awful way to see the world.
You're a slag on the streets, bruv. Bro, she's a she's a paedophile. She's a she loves kids.
This abuse happened on Discord. It's a social app boasting almost 27,000 different groups dedicated to video games. Gamers can often be found talking on Discord instead of on the inbuilt chats in video games. But unlike some of those big games, users on Discord don't have any way of reporting hateful comments that they get in voice chat. I asked Discord why there was no recourse for abusive comments received in their voice chats. This is what they told me.
Discord say they prohibit hate speech, bullying, harassment and threats, and take immediate action, including banning users, shutting down servers and engaging with authorities. They say they use tools like community moderators and letting users block and report violations.
But the abuse isn't limited to Discord. Women I've spoken to have been abused both in-game and off-platform.
Literally yesterday I queued 2 games, and in both games I experienced sexism. It's incredibly and disgustingly common. I came from a place of just gaming casually with my dad, with my sister, not online, talking to random people, and the minute I started to use voice chat as a woman in gaming, I saw it straight away and I just couldn't believe it. It's such an unfair disadvantage that women and minorities have because they feel like they can't use their voice and they can't experience gaming to the fullest and just have fun. It's not fair at all.
Jenny McBean's polled around 1,000 women gamers in the UK and the US about the abuse that they face.
So for 4 years in a row, we saw a constant increase in the amount of women who were experiencing toxicity in gaming. But in this latest study, it was the first positive shift that we saw. It's actually reduced to 65%. That's a significant decrease. It's great. We can't obviously just assume that everything's fine now. It's still 2 in 3 women.
Her research has also found that nearly 1/5 of women gamers say the abuse has had a negative effect on their mental health. Another 1/5 choose not to play online games at all because of fears of intimidation and abuse.
Compared to, let's say, 10 years ago again, it was way worse.
Mimi has been a professional gamer for nearly a decade.
If you're a famous face in your field, people will respect you more than, let's say, if you're a casual gamer, you will be picked on way more.
But there are women on the inside trying to change things.
The purpose here is dismantling a system that was against us, and we're doing it.
Stephanie Ajoma founded Nay Saga, an agency which works to improve diversity in gaming.
A lot of marginalised minority communities are not seen or not heard of, and we've been able to expose that to audiences and communities and brands that they have not been aware of, and because of that, a lot more companies are now using more black and brown folk. They're not using more people that's just the same audience. It's slowly but surely changing.
And it looks like things are improving. Dagny organises esport tournaments. In her work, she's overseen an increase in audiences for women's events.
But now, as you've had these trailblazers, women that are in front of the camera and also the ones that are playing, it's shifting, and it's not, cool to be a toxic sexist, in that aspect anymore. Obviously, those still exist, but I've seen a lot of growth just the past, 5 years or even 2 years. So it's constantly going forward.